a hero dressed as a chicken, that has to be you. You can then go in and kick a whole bunch of chickens. I think it was 5 chickens, but I had to kick a lot more, and I'm not sure why. But yeah, I had to kick chickens dressed as a chicken. Hello and welcome back to the Achievement Planner. And today I'm coming to you with Fable 2. And Fable 2 is a fantastic game. I loved it so much. I love all the Fable games. So this one, yeah, was totally different than the first one in a lot of ways. And the third one's going to be even more different. I'm going to come to you with all of them. But this game has 66 achievements, 50 base game achievements, and then for DLCs that you need to buy, I don't think you can get them free. I don't know. I think you have to buy them, but there are 16 DLC achievements. And in total, you can get 1,350 gamer score for this. But the DLCs were really good, so they're worth buying. And it's a 2 out of 10 difficulty, and the completion time was 30 to 40 hours. So for this, playthrough 1, I did the story mode first. And then for the story mode, what happens is that once you get to that certain point, then you have to pick an ending, all right? You need to make sure you save before you pick your ending, because then you have to reload and do the other ending, reload, do the other ending. Unless you want to play the story all 3 times, you can do that too if you'd like. This was my least favorite story. You might be mad about that. That's fine. That's what I thought. I didn't really like the story as much, but yeah, so that's how you have to get all those endings. All right, so playthrough number 2. Miscellaneous, collectible, and co-op achievements. So for this, I got all the extra stuff, which I'll go over, and I collected all the things. All right, this one doesn't have as many collectibles as like the third game. Yeah, you'll see. Well, eventually when I make that plan. And then the co-op achievements, yeah, there weren't that many. It was kind of cool to play co-op with people. Playthrough number 3 was the Knothole Island DLC, and playthrough number 4 was the See the Future DLC, and those obviously we're not super long. Alright, so category 1, story achievements, 8 achievements for 450 gamer score. And, oh, the Whippersnapper it's called, look at that. Yeah, these are the achievements you're going to get, those 5 for playing the story, and then obviously each ending. There you go. Yeah, so unless you want to play it 3 times. Category 2, animal achievements. Oh, the animals in this one. 4 achievements, 20 gamer score. Number 1, the archaeologist. Yeah, 5 gamer score. You or a friend excavated a site discovered by the dog and found something. So first of all, Fable 2 likes to give you options for achievements where you or a friend can do it while you're playing. Yeah, unlike the first game where you had options for do this or this for an achievement. Yeah, you had like different options. So for this, it has to either be you or a friend. And so well, in this case, it was always me. But yeah, so I have my dog, and the dog's like, hey, there's something in the ground, and you dig it up. I must have done that like hundreds and hundreds of times, so you'll get that achievement. 2, the Pooch Pamperer. You or your friend played fetch with the dog. Yes, you will get a ball eventually and throw it for your pup. And yes, I always name my dog Arlo, because my dog in real life is Arlo. I know, boring. Whatever. Number 3, the dog trainer. 5 gamer score. Your dog or another hero's has 1 more trick in his repertoire. And I just learned another trick and had the dog do it, and I got that achievement. Eventually, you're going to have every trick for your dog, so you will get this. 4, the hunter. 5 gamer score. So proud of yourself. Big brave hunter killed an innocent rabbit. Yeah, so I had to kill a little rabbit. I was a little sad. But what you need to do is you need to shut off safety mode. There's an option, I think it's down on the D-pad. If you shut it off, you can kill innocent people and innocent animals. This was a horrible achievement. I had to kill the little bunny. It was so cute. I know. Whatever. Alright, but then I turned off, I put safety mode back on, so I'm not killing anybody accidents. Alright, category 3, relationship achievements. 4 achievements for 40 gamer score. So one of the things they add in this game that it was kind of weird at first to do it because it wasn't in Fable 1 is to have like relationships with the characters. Yeah, and then you can do different things like emotes to make them respond to you. So this was interesting. So the number 1, the spouse. These are all 10 gamer score. You or a friend got married. So I got married. I actually got married to multiple people. And yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, I got that achievement. Number 2, the parent. You or a friend have contributed to the population of Albion, which if you can't figure that out, that means have a child. So yeah. So once you're married, you can have relations. And it can be unprotected or it can be protected, whatever. If it's unprotected, you might have a baby. Yeah, so that's how you make that happen. All right, number 3, the romantic. You or a friend organize the perfect date. So for this, you need to find your partner, and you need to kind of just keep talking to them, and then you need to just keep giving them things, like giving them rings and giving them presents over and over, and saying nice things and doing nice emotes. And eventually, my partner was like, "Hey, let's go to this special location," and so I followed them to the spot, and then eventually they're like, "Wow, this is the perfect date! Wow, awesome!" And then I got that achievement. All right, for the bigamist, marriage is so great, one might as well do it twice. Yeah, this is for marrying more than one person at the same time. What? Can you believe this? Guess who wasn't happy? The other person. Yeah, that's right. So that's what happens for that. So, category 4, villager achievements. 8 achievements, 55 gamer score. So number 1, the show off. So these are all things you can do for achievements, kind of like with emotes and stuff. So you or a friend performed a perfect expression and impressed the villager. Perfect expressions are really easy to do. You're going to see the bar going back and forth, and you just have to kind of end it on the green, and you get a perfect expression. So you'll get that probably a bunch of times. Number 2, the menace to society. You or a friend committed an act of public indecency. So you have to learn the pelvic thrust. That's the emote you have to learn. So your character does it, and then everybody's just disgusted, and you get that achievement. Yeah, you might want to reload a save if you don't want the community there in the game to hate you. But eventually you could donate money and make them like you again. So yeah, that's it. You need the pelvic thrust. Lovely. Number 3, the Pied Piper. You or a friend threw a really swinging party. So for this, all you need to do is play your lute, which was I think in this game it was an emote. Yeah. Yeah, and in Fable 3 it was different. But in this one, you just play your lute, and then I think it was just 5 people. But I had so many people come around me. As soon as you get people to come around you, which is so easy to do, you will then have that swinging party while they're listening to you play the lute. Yeah, wow. Really exciting. So, yeah, that's an easy one to get. 4, the party animal. You or a friend spread joy and pain of intoxication to 5 people in under 3 minutes. So what I did, and pain, really. So what I did was I bought a whole bunch of alcoholic drinks from one of the pubs, and I had a lot. I had like 8, 9, or 10. Like, I guess it's not a lot, but whatever. So yeah, I got 5 people around me, and I just kept giving gifts. I kept giving them to them, and once I gave out the 5 to the 5 different people, I got that achievement. So just have more than 5 people around you, just in case you like miss or something, or it takes a little while. You could also save and then reload. Yeah, that's another way. Number 5, the muse. The whole of Albion has heard the songs you've commissioned about yourself. So you need to find the bard. And once you find the bard at one point, I tried with the one bard and it didn't work. I had to find a different bard, but I found a bard, and then you kind of hire them to make a song about you, and then you get that achievement. All right, the next one is the persuader. You or a friend convinced someone to hand over a present. So, yeah, I just kept doing nice things for people, and then eventually they wanted to give me presents. So I felt like that was really easy to get because I got a lot of presents at one point, especially later on in the game. So just keep playing, and they'll have a present over their head. So if you're looking for a villager with a present, just socialize with people, and then eventually you'll get that present over their head, and then you can get the gift by pressing A. So that's how you get that. 7, the executioner, an achievement really worth the lives of so many innocents. Oh, but this was horrible. Yeah, this one was not fun. So it might be fun for some people, but anyway, I went to the Temple of Shadows, which eventually you go to. It's in Rookridge, and what you do is you have to eat 5 crunchy chicks to get into this place. Really, like little chicks. It's horrible. And once you do, you can access this Temple of Shadows, and there's this like torture area where they sacrifice people because they're like the evil people. And you have to go back and bring people to it. And I think it was 10. You have to bring people back and they sacrifice them. And eventually you'll get this achievement. Really? Yeah, if I remember correctly, it was 10 people. But just keep bringing people back. And since I was being good the whole time, originally, before this, people were following me. It was no problem. I just said, hey, follow me. You could use that emote to have them follow you. Or command, I guess. More of like a command. So yeah, so have them follow you. That's great. And 8, the swinger. You went to bed with more than one person, and yeah, so we won't talk about the after the and part. But so yeah, you have to get someone interested in you, and then you have to get a second person interested in you. So yeah, and then you could just bring them to a bed, and then I mean, you'll understand how to do this at some point. So that's all you have to do for that. It's not really that tricky. All right, category 5, miscellaneous achievements. 10 achievements for 65 gamer score. Number 1, the chicken kicker. You or a friend kicked a poor defenseless chicken. So easy, just kick a chicken. That's right, there are chickens all over. Number 2, the workhorse. There's nothing more fulfilling than doing one's job well. This one goes with number 3, the artisan. You or a friend showed what it takes to be a model employee. So for this, I did a job. I became the I think it was level 5 blacksmith. And by the time I was a level 5 blacksmith, which was the highest level, not only was I getting a lot of money from it, that's how I got a lot of money in the beginning, but I also got both of those achievements, all right? So you just have to keep doing it over and over, but there are many jobs you can do. This is one of my first set of achievements, actually. Number 4, the hero of many names. You or a friend changed titles. So there's a guy in the entranceway of all these towns, and he's like, hey, do you want to change your name? And I was like, sure, and then I got the achievement. So you'll definitely get that one too. Number 5, the rogue. You or a friend managed to steal something from a house while people stood nearby. So you just have to make sure nobody's looking, but they're near, and just go steal it. I got caught a couple of times. So maybe pick a place. Where did I do? Did I do the pub? I forget exactly. But yeah, it's not hard. Just keep trying to get that. Maybe reload a save so they don't hate you after that, by the way. Number 6, the illustrated hero. Tattoos are forever. So in this game in particular, you can only get tattoos on your face or on your body. So you just have to get one for each. Yeah. I think I got this in the gypsy camp, like early on, very early on. The goth. Everybody knows black is the coolest color. And so for this, once I got my clothes, whatever clothes they were, I just bought black dye, and I dyed my hair black, and I dyed all my clothes black, and I actually wore black makeup too. And once you do all that, you will get the makeup. Yeah, so you could buy dye in like clothing stores and stuff. The property magnate. A property was sold for twice its original value. There are some houses in the old town that you're going to find. And once you've won some trophies for doing like missions and stuff, you can find a house that's kind of cheap. And then once you go in, as long as it has spots for trophies to hang them, you need to find, in Old Town, they have a few of them. You need to hang the trophies, and then all of a sudden, the amount of how much the house is worth will go up. If you also replace a whole bunch of the furniture, so buy some some good furniture or whatever, and then put it in there, it'll also raise it. And as long as it's twice the original value, you'll be fine. You'll get that. And number 9, the teaser. Bandits deserve having their minds messed with. So there are around five different types of emotes. There's like mean emotes. There's like nice emotes. They're all different kinds. So what you need to do is you need to do all of these emotes and you have to do one of each of them. So one mean emote, one social emote. All these different emotes, you have to do one of each. And I remember doing 5 of them. The problem is getting the bandit to stand there long enough for you to do the emote and have them react. Yeah, because if they hit you, then you stop doing it. So what you really need to do is get them stuck, like in the video you'll see. Like you have to get them stuck in a certain spot where they can't move, and then they have to listen to everything you say. So you have to do one of each of the 5, and then once you do that, you will get it. Yeah, so just keep trying to get them stuck. Make sure you have one of each, and I just did one of each, so it worked. And number 10, the cliff diver. You or a friend plunged an incredible 500 feet off of a cliff, and I got this from just like story progression. In fact, it says, I have it written here. You go to the Sinkhole Caverns, and it's in Bloodstone. And when I went in there, that was the part of the story that I actually got that on. So, category 6, skill achievements, 4 achievements for 40 gamer score. Number 1, the Archmage. 5 human enemies are killed with one magnificent spell. So once you are powerful enough, you could then, and actually this is not hard once you're in the end game, and you just use one of your spells up all the way to the highest level, and then it will destroy them. You could also, I also found that this worked I may have actually done it on skeletons. I think skeletons may work. I forget exactly. Try it on skeletons, but you could also do this with bandits or whatever. Once you have high spell skills, you'll be fine. Number 2, the Black Knight. You've turned Hollow Man killing into an art form. So you need to find a Hollow Man, and you will find many Hollow Men in this game. And so once you have this it's the skill, the Dexterous Style skill, level 4, you'll be able to sub-target the skill. Not sub-target the skill. You'll be able to have the skill sub-targeting, where you can choose where you want to hit them. So when you see a Hollow Man, you have to just like have enough room between you, hold Y to lock on, and then you have to press left trigger. You have to select first his body part, his left body part, so you can knock his shoot his weapon, and then his right body part, and then should give him a headshot. Yeah, and then you'll get this achievement. So it was kind of interesting, but you needed that skill first to be able to do this. All right, number 3, the Duelist. You or a friend have mastered the chain attack. So for this, I had to keep practicing this over and over. But once you upgrade the brutal style to level 3, you could then chain your attacks. So what you need to do is you need to keep hitting, and eventually when you start seeing a blue streak following your weapon, that means you're getting a chain attack. So just keep hitting X. Someone actually figured it out. It's 96 beats per minute, apparently. Yeah, like so if anybody is really interested in that, you could get a musical metronome and listen to 96 beats per minute every time you hear it. But I just kept kind of pressing it at a moderate pace, X over and over, until I saw that blue streak, and then I just kept doing it over and over and over until I hit enough of the chains. So there you go. So just practice that and you'll get that. And then 4, the Sharpshooter. You or a friend hit 3 targets with 1 shot. So there was this part towards the end of the game where I was in like a cave, and there were so many different skeleton like zombie creatures. Were they Hollow Men? I forget exactly, but there were dozens, and they were attacking me, and I kept using the shotgun. I think it was a shotgun. You'll see it on the video. But I just kept shooting away, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to hit 3. And eventually it hit 3, and I was good with that. Yeah, with just 1 shot. So, but yeah, whatever's on the video right now. I don't remember exactly what it was. But as long as you have a bunch of enemies around you, you can just keep shooting at them with a shotgun, and it usually works. All right, Category 7, Progress Achievements. 6 achievements for 240 gamer score. Number 1, The Extremist. You or a friend have taken purity or corruption to its utmost extreme. So the way a lot of people get this is by buying a house and then renting it out, and basically how you rent it out is what's going to raise your purity or your corruption. So in my case, in order to get a lot of money, which I know it's rude, I raised it all the way up 100% plus 100%. So it was like double the price, and I got my corruption up all the way. Now if you put it all the way down, you will then raise your purity. So that's the best way to do that. Number 2, the Gambler. A hero won 500 gold at a tavern game in one sitting. So there are a whole bunch of, actually there are 4 tavern games, and you need to, first of all, you need to play each one of them. You can't just do this at one. You have to play each game at least once, and then in one of those games you have to have won at least 500 gold. Yeah, so just keep practicing those games. Yeah, but you have to play all 4 of them at least once though. Number 3, the Paragon. You or a friend have taken morality to its utmost extreme. So for this, I was told if I donated to the temple, I would have my morality up all the way. And for some reason, it didn't let me. I don't know. You probably should be able to. But for this, because my morality was not, all I did was I went to the beggar. There was a beggar in Bowerstone Market, and kind of on the bridge, and I went over to him. And this was when I was basically almost done with the game, and I had a lot of money. I had like millions of dollars from owning every single building, and I gave him like $1 million, I think, and then my morality went up all the way. So you could reload your save and then not do that. So once you get the achievement, but that's what I did. I think I may have reloaded actually. Number 4, the Celebrity. You or a friend are the most famous person in Albion. So this is for getting enough renown. That's what it's called. It's kind of like where people were like, wow, he's so great, and they give you points for that. That's the renown. So in the quests alone add up to 42,500. So yeah, just keep playing and eventually you'll get this. I got way more than I needed. So just So, yeah, actually, I think if you do evil things, you might get renown too. I don't remember exactly, but just keep playing. The ruler of Albion. There's no richer hero in the whole of Albion. And for this, I had to buy property, and I had to earn money from the property. And for this, you had to earn $2.5 million worth of like property and money. So once you start having a lot of money towards the end of the game, you need to then buy the Graveyard Mansion, you need to buy the Reaver's Mansion, you need to buy Fairfax Castle and Brightwood Tower, because those alone are going to really raise how much money, how much property you own. You don't have to necessarily earn it all, but you have to own enough property, $2.5 million worth. So you can redecorate properties. That's also another way to make them worth more. Yeah, just buy everything eventually, and you can put the rent up all the way, and you will get so much money that way. It's not very nice, but whatever. All right, and then the completionist, 50 gamer score. You or a friend have gathered every expression, pet trick, and ability available. And by the way, this one is absolutely obtainable. My friend Knight of Fire went on my game, and some of these achievements, if you have done them already and they're not like in the game with you when you did them, you will get them afterwards. So she came into my game, and then she got this achievement. And she did not have everything collected. So what do you need for this? You need to have all of the social expressions. I guess they're expressions, not emotes. But social expressions, all the fun expressions, all the flirt expressions, all the rude expressions, the scary expressions. By the way, those are the 5 you need to do to the bandit later on. You have to get all of the dog tricks, and you get those by buying books from people. But you need to get all those things, all the expressions or emotes, and you need to get all the dog tricks, and then you also need to level up all of your skills, your strength, will, and all of the skills. So that was really an annoying task. When you kill enemies, you can get experience. It looks like little circles that come out of their body when they die. I know, that's kind of weird. But anyway, you get this experience, and there's all different kinds, and all these different kinds, you could also buy potions that also level them up. And these things you're going to get a lot of. Now, one of the ways I did this also, because I was missing so much experience to level these things up, was I went to the temple and I donated so much money when I had millions of dollars. I kept donating like $1 million here, 100,000 here, and eventually they will give you experience there too. But if you just keep playing the game, you will keep getting experience over and over. So you need to do all of that and buy everything and have all the expressions. Yeah, that's what you need. Or you can go in a friend's game, or even you can go in my game. In fact, I'm going to re-download it, and if anybody wants to come into my game to get some of these things easily, you can do that. So if you want to come into my game, I'll load it up, and you'll get that achievement. So unless you want to do it on your own, which that's good too. So that's how you do that. Category 8, collectible achievements. 3 achievements for 60 gamer score. So, here's another thing I can help you get if you need help with. The doll catcher. You or a friend collected all the hero dolls. Guess what you cannot get because the game is so old? You cannot get all the hero dolls. It's literally impossible. The website that used to have them is closed, so you cannot get it. However, if someone trades you a hero doll, since it's an online game like they did to me, someone gave me all the hero dolls. That way, if you have the hero dolls, you could sell one to a merchant and then buy it back, and when you buy it back, it counts as you and a friend getting all the dolls, and they will get the achievement. So if you need the dolls or if you need the completionist, come to my game and I will help you. All right, but otherwise you literally cannot get it. You can actually find 2, I think, buried, but that's it. And also there's a shooting range. You can find a random one, but yeah, I'll help you. Number 2, the hoarder. You or a friend found every single silver key in Albion. And also number 3, the gargoyle. You uncovered the gargoyle's treasure. The gargoyles are so funny. They say such rude things. I don't know why it's funny, but it is. Anyway, when my friend Knight of Fire came onto my game, she also got the silver key one. Weird. I don't know why that one didn't. The gargoyle one didn't unlock for her. But anyway, she didn't have to collect any silver keys. She just came on my game. She got the completionist. She got the silver key one. And I gave her I bought the hero dolls with her there, and she got that one. But the gargoyles you have to go collect, and you have to shoot them. But that was actually funny, so. And I'll probably put up a guide or whatever for that. Category 9, co-op achievements. 3 achievements for 30 gamer score. Number 1, you performed the perfect co-op expression. Now, I tried some of these with the controller to see if it's possible. I could have just done it with my friend Night of Fire, but what you need to do is I used 2 controllers for number 1 and 2. I had an expression going, and then at the same time on both controllers, I pressed in the green. They both did a perfect expression. They got that achievement. Yeah, it's probably on the video, actually. And then double threat, the same type of thing. You achieve the co-op combat bonus. So I did my I think it was my magic power, and I did it all the way to the highest level, and then I let go, and they both did their magic power at the same exact time, and then yeah, I got that achievement. And then 3 is for a gift was sent to an Xbox Live friend. So if you get a gift, you don't get that achievement. You have to actually give a gift to someone. So that I actually had to do to a real person playing. So you couldn't do that with a controller. I guess unless you have 2 Xboxes, maybe. Yeah, you probably could do that, but I don't. All right, so that's it for the base game. So now we have to go on to the 2 DLCs, and there's not that much to talk about. All right, so let's talk about this. Category 10, Knothole Island DLC achievements. 3 achievements for 100 gamer score. So only 3 achievements. Number 1, the meteorologist. I'm not even going to read it. That's for doing the story of the DLC, basically. Number 2, and I'll put up a guide for this, the bibliophile. This is for finding all of the lost lore. So you're finding these different books, and there weren't that many. I think there were 8 or 10. I forget how many there were. There were not that many. So I'll put something up for that. And then 3, the collector. This was kind of a fun achievement, thanks to the heroic trading system. I can't even read it. Never mind. Anyway, but what you need to do is there's this shop in this Knothole Island, and there are all these different prizes, and you need to give this lady some specific items in order for her to give you the prizes in the boxes. Like, I think I needed a diamond, and I gave a diamond, and then she was like, oh good, here's your 1 prize. And then I gave I think white wine. Yeah, all these different things. So finding most of these was easy, and some of them you find in chests, but there are a few, and I'm going to write it here on the screen, because some of them were really hard to find. And off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly, but it's on the screen. But you just need to bring all these things back to her, and she will give you all the presents. And then once you do that, that DLC is over. That's actually it. Those are the only achievements. And then category 11, see the future DLC, miscellaneous achievements. So for this was a little bit more complicated than the other one. So this part of it, 6 achievements for 100 gamer score. Number 1, the visionary, 50 gamer score. You have seen what is to come. As you're playing through, you're going to go into different areas. You're going to be like transported. I'm not going to tell you what they are unless whatever's on the video you'll see, but I'm not going to tell you otherwise. But you'll be transported. This is basically story progression thing. As you go through it, you'll get this. And then number 2, 3, and 4, you need to do 3 specific things by wearing costumes and then using expressions or the emotes. And what they are, as you're playing through the game, as you're playing through the DLC, you're going to get costumes for the characters, the Hob, the Hollow Man, and the Balverine. Yeah, these are all like enemies you have to fight throughout the game, and that's what this whole DLC is. So once I basically finished the DLC, you had to dress as these characters in their costumes, which you have to dress as them in the actual DLC to complete it. But once you got it, so I dressed in the Hob suit, and then I started doing a sock puppet expression. Yeah, that is one of the expressions, and if you do that for the villagers, you will get that achievement. Same thing if you dress as a Hollow Man and you do the gas, the fart one, then everybody will be very excited and say, ha ha ha, that's so funny. I know. And then if you're a Balverine and you do the angry, what is it called? The angry roar. Yeah, the roar, the bloodlust roar is what it's called. Yeah, if you do that, you're going to get that achievement. So that's all you have to do. I tried doing them with Night of Fire in the game, and it did not work for her. So I don't think any of these DLC ones work for like if you do it, your friend will get it. None of those work that way. You can do it with your friend in your game, but you can't do it for them. Yeah. All right. So anyway, the Nutcracker. Heroes are the harbor. I don't have to read all that. Basically, 25 groin shots. Yeah. So I found some characters. I actually did this in the Colosseum. We'll talk about the Colosseum soon. But I just kept targeting the groins of characters, and as soon as I got 25 of them, I got that achievement. Yeah, that was interesting. And number 6, the paramour. Being a hero isn't just about the quest; it's about spreading the love. Oh dear. Yeah, this one was for making love to 25 times. Yeah, so not just sleeping with. You have to be in a relationship with them. So anyway, so the best way to do this is to have a husband or wife in the game and use the come back to my place expression on them, and then go to your home and go to your bed, and then you can do whatever you want and whatever. And then after that, you wait a while, and then you can do that again, And yeah, if it counts, it'll turn to black and it'll make sounds, which I'm not putting on the video at all. But it'll make specific sounds. So anyway, so yeah, that's how you get that. So yeah, you just marry someone, and yeah, you could do that. So that was kind of annoying to do, to be honest, because it took a long time and it was, I don't know, it was annoying. So category 12, See the Future DLC collectible achievements. 3 achievements for 70 gamer score. Number 1, the con artist. So basically these are for finding things. So I'll put up guides for this. You need to find all of Murgo's statues during this DLC, all the special dies during the DLC, which I don't know if I'll put up a list or if I'll put up a guide, but you'll definitely find them all. And then all the demon doors in Albion have to be opened. So unlike the first game where all the demon doors didn't necessarily have to be opened, you do have to open all of them. So I will put up guides to show you how to do all those things. And the last category, category 13, See the Future DLC Colosseum achievements. 4 achievements for 80 gamer score. Number 1, all right, so the first one is 20,000 points, and the second one is reached multiplier of 10. So to do this, if you have your slow time ability up all the way, and you have your, let's say, fire ability up all the way, what you need to do is when the characters come near you, you do your slow time, and then when they're all frozen, you do your fire ability, and you kill them. And then you do your slow time, and then you do your fire, and then you do slow time, and then you do fire. Eventually, you will get 20,000 points. And I did play with Night of Fire also. I actually got this by myself, but I helped her get all this by us doing that at the same time. She slowed everybody down, and then I killed them all. So yeah, it was really easy once you use those powers that way. If you just hit them, it's hard. And then there are going to be these little like things that pop up, like little balls, and it says, hey, hit this for the multiplier. But you have to either shoot it, use your magic power, or you need to hit it with a melee. But the specific colors go with each one. I think the yellow balls were for the shooting, the red balls were for the magic, and then the blue ones were for the melee. You need to hit them quickly enough so that by the end, you have 10 multiplier. Once you start playing, you'll understand what I mean. But if you're doing that trick where you keep slowing down time, you'll get this no problem. Because the problem is you run out of time before you can get the 10 multiplier. That's the problem. So you need to slow everybody down, kill the enemies, get those multipliers, and you'll get that. If you also do that, you'll eventually get to the Necromancer later on in the waves. And once you kill the Necromancer, which was super easy, you'll get that 3rd achievement. And then all you need to do is a hero dressed as a chicken. That has to be you. You can then go in and kick a whole bunch of chickens. I think it was 5 chickens, but I had to kick a lot more, and I'm not sure why. But yeah, I had to kick chickens dressed as a chicken. Here's the problem, and this is another achievement I can help you with. You can't get the chicken outfit anymore. It is impossible to get unless someone gives it to you. So I've been told that I can actually buy more now that I have it. So I'm going to try to buy some more, and then I'll either let people borrow it, or give them a chicken outfit if I can get more. Yes, to help them out. So yeah, so if you're looking for help with this game, please come here, and I will come here. What, to my house? No, you're not coming to my house. Sorry, but yeah, but you can come on my game, and I'll help you find all the different things, and give you all those harder achievements, and the dolls and the completionist. So anyway, so yeah, so leave in the comments if you want any help, or let me know, and I will see you next time on the Achievement Planner.